Welcome to Bliss Ritual number 36. I'm going to guide you in an embodiment practice to embody your body as a temple. So I invite you to come into a position that feels comfortable for you. If you want to be seated with your spine straight, or you can be lying down. If you're lying down, I recommend that you put your knees to the ceiling and the soles of your feet on the floor of the bed, because that signals to your body that you're doing something as opposed to falling asleep. Go ahead and close your eyes if it feels safe to do so. And everything that I say is always an invitation, never an order. Follow your truth moment to moment. I'm going to invite us to create a ritual space which signals to our system that we are going somewhere deeper today. You can do this by feeling a gold ring of light surrounding your space. This starts to create the ritual space. It's as though you were drawing a gold ring of light around you on the ground or the bed. And this invites you to thin the veils between the conscious and the unconscious mind, and to start to know and touch and contact the deeper parts of you to know thyself. I invite you to feel an iridescent bubble of light surrounding you. This creates a safe space for your nervous system to relax in. I invite you to have a commitment to self-love, self-compassion, honoring your experience, dignifying whatever shows up as exactly perfect in this moment. I invite you to let your nervous system soften and to trust yourself that moment to moment, you can always listen to yourself. Do whatever you need. I invite you to feel your crown on the spiritual gold ring of light surrounding your crown chakra at the top of your head, a reminder of your royalty. King, queen, royal, sovereign, here and now. You don't need to be more perfect, more fixed, more spiritual, more anything. You are worthy and royal by virtue of your existence in this sacred universe, just as you are. You are wanted in this moment as you are by this infinite universe. That feeling is the meaning of keeping your crown on, practicing from a space of joyful expression rather than lacking, and knowing of your inherent wholeness, moment to moment, no matter what is here, no matter where you're at. Now I invite you to feel what represents to you a sacred temple. Maybe a pilgrimage temple you would go to for goddess worship. Maybe a temple you have been to in your life that has been sacred to you, where you have touched the divine. A temple is the house of the divine, universal consciousness. I invite you to feel your body as the same as a temple for the expression of divine consciousness through you. Sometimes this can be more powerful when you offer it as a blessing. So I invite you to take your hands to place them wherever you feel called on your body and say out loud, "This is a temple." A temple becomes a temple because we call it that. So placing your hands on your body, this is a temple. This is a temple. This is a temple. Feeling your body as a sacred house of worship. What do you get to be intimate with when you come to a temple? The intention is to be intimate with the Creator, the universal essence. I invite you to feel that universal essence flows through you just as much as anywhere else in this universe. Maybe that feels true to you. If it doesn't, I invite you to take it on as a what if. What if I could feel universal consciousness flowing through me the same as it does anything else in the universe? As we come to a temple to be intimate with divine consciousness, I invite you to feel what it would be like to be inside of your body as a way to be intimate with all of reality, the expression of divine consciousness within you, the moment-to-moment appearance of sensation, emotion, and thought pattern. As you worship in the temple of your body with the intention to be intimate with the divine, I invite you to start with some of the sensations, to notice sensations arising in your body. Notice what it feels like where your skin is contacting what you're sitting or lying on, and become intimate with that sensation. Become close with it, devotional to it. I invite you to notice other sensational experiences in your body. This could be things like expanding, contracting, tingling, heaviness, lightness, sharpness, numbness, dullness, flow. Whatever sensation you feel. For the next 2 minutes, I'm going to invite us to become intimate with that sensation, to be close with it, to be inside of it, to experience it as divine consciousness moving through the temple. And I invite you to feel that all is welcome in this temple. All of your sensations are welcome. All of your emotions are welcome. All of your thoughts are welcome. Because what if you could be intimate with them in love? That doesn't mean they get to control your reality. It doesn't mean they overtake you. It doesn't mean they run your life. It means they can be welcome so that you can be intimate with them, that you can meet them with love, the beingness of you. The feeling of you-ness, having so much freedom that you can choose love, intimacy, and devotion with your inner experience. I invite you to feel from your heart space what that could feel like with your emotions. For a moment, touching sadness. Maybe there's sadness already alive inside of you now. Maybe you want to recall the last time you were sad and feel what it's like to be intimate with your sadness. It's like you take the sense of I, that's something that's sometimes in your head, or maybe in your chest, in your heart, and you move that feeling of I-ness, of beingness, of presence into your sadness, cradling it like a divine mother, holding it with love. And if your sadness wants to move, if your chest shakes, if you want to shed tears, welcome the movement of this sadness. Celebrate it while you continue to hold it with intimacy and love. You can even feel for the consciousness of your sadness, the aliveness of it, thanking your sadness, the wisdom, and the teaching of your sadness. And switching now to fear, either finding fear within your body or remembering the last time you were afraid. And always do this practice in a way that you can stay present and connected and loving. This is the only way that transformation happens. If the emotion starts to overwhelm you, you can always open your eyes and practice self-care. So do something fun or celebratory, as long as you feel resourced and safe inside of your body. And now I invite you to become intimate with your fear, to connect with it with love, even devotion, to hold it in your arms, to take the sense of I, of beingness, and become so close. If the fear wants to move or shake through you or express, allow and welcome that. What could you have in your life? What kind of liberation if fear didn't stop you? If instead it served as an invitation for deeper connection to yourself, to your experience, an invitation to love yourself even more deeply. You can do this with any emotion, any experience. But the last one I'm going to invite us into today, of the heavier, sometimes more challenging emotions, because it's often a blockage for our true, authentic expression, is shame. So either feeling shame if it's alive in your body, or feeling the last time that you felt ashamed, contacting that experience and become intimate with your shame. What if you could move towards it like you would a best friend? It doesn't have to put you off. It's just an experience. And as you become intimate with the shame, bringing it love, celebration, thanking it, let it release and move through you. And I'm going to invite you now to become intimate with your own love, either feeling love in this moment or the last time you felt deep, intense love. Loving your own love. Feeling your sense of beingness so intimate, so connected with your own love. Notice how intimacy integrates that which wants to be healed and activates and amplifies that which supports your system to thrive, because nature wants you to thrive. When you meet yourself, when you become intimate with yourself, you unlock your body's inherent ability to do what's best for you. We have to make space for the integration and the healing to open up, digest, and complete, but your system will actually take whatever you become intimate with and start to do what is best for you in that intimacy. Now I invite you to feel for pleasure. You can gently touch your skin. You can just feel the pleasure of being alive. Maybe there's pleasure in a smell around you. You might remember the last time you were in pleasure. And I invite you to become intimate with your experience of pleasure. What would it feel like to move towards your pleasure? To take the sense of being, of I-ness, and move to the center of your pleasure. Love it. To encourage it with your body as temple. What if pleasure was the incense blessing that you can fill your temple with? Why not fill the temple of divine consciousness with pleasure as often as possible? This doesn't mean that pain isn't welcome. It doesn't mean the realities of life aren't welcome. What it means is when I have space, why not fill my divine temple with pleasure? And finally, I invite you to feel your true essence. It may be helpful to feel down into your pelvic floor, into your pelvis, your reproductive organs, and to actually feel for a moment what this part of you would be like before anybody taught you anything. Before all of the experiences you've had in this life. Before everyone else's story came into your awareness. Everyone else's conditioning. What kind of true essence do you carry by birthright? Feel for that. I invite you to become intimate with that nature. And now, I'll invite you to breathe into your true essence. As you continue to become more intimate, we're going to take 7 breaths together, inhaling and exhaling right into the true essence. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And I invite you now to ask for a message from this part of you. Invite your truth to share a message with you, something that you most need to hear in this moment, and listen for the response. Now I invite you to feel into what you could have, what your life would be like if you took steps in the direction of what lights you up. You may complete this practice by growing roots deep into the earth, feeling yourself grounded, connected, and rooted, and feeling a golden auric egg surrounding you, protecting you, and holding you in safety. Let the gold ring of light and the iridescent bubble dissipate, keeping your glow. Whenever you're ready, slowly bring movement back to the body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Take a deep breath and open your eyes when it feels right. Carry this sense of being a temple of the divine with you.